Hello everyone, my name is Yanira. Welcome to a new episode of English Podcast from UNASA. Let's start. This month, we are going to be sharing with you another story that you will like a lot. We hope you enjoy it. Before we go any further, it would be great if you could share each podcast with your friends or give us a like on every post. Today, we are going to listen to the story Changes in Life. How do you think your life has changed up to now? Have you ever experienced something that has changed your lifestyle? Pay attention to this nice story and try to get new vocabulary so that you can practice it later. So, let's go! I was 16 years old and a junior in high school, and the worst possible thing that could happen to me did. My parents decided to move our family from our Texas home to Arizona. I had 2 weeks to wrap up all my business and move before school began. I had to leave my first job, my boyfriend, and my best friend behind and try to start a new life. I despised my parents for ruining my life. I told everyone that I did not want to live in Arizona and would be returning to Texas the first chance I had. When I arrived in Arizona, I made sure everyone knew that I had a boyfriend and best friend waiting for me in Texas. I was determined to keep my distance from everyone. I would just be leaving soon anyway.
The first day of school came, and I was miserable. I could only think of my friends in Texas and how I wish I could be with them. For a while, I felt that my life was over. Eventually, though, things got a little better. It was in my second period accounting class where I first saw him. He was tall, trim, and really good looking. He had the most beautiful blue eyes I had ever seen. He was sitting just 3 seats away from me in the same front row of class. Feeling I had nothing to lose, I decided to talk to him. "Hi, my name is Shayla. What's yours?" I asked him with a Texas drawl. The guy next to him thought that I was asking him. "Mike," he said. "Oh, hi Mike," I humored him. "What's your name?" I asked again, focusing my attention on this blue-eyed boy. He looked behind him, not believing that I could be asking him for his name. "Chris," he responded quietly.
"Hi, Chris," I smiled. Then I went about my work. Chris and I became friends. We enjoyed talking to each other in class. Chris was a jock, and I was in the school band. In high school, peer pressure demanded that the two groups did not mix socially. Our paths crossed occasionally at school functions, but for the most part, our friendship remained within the 4 classroom walls of accounting class. Chris graduated that year, and we went our separate ways for a while. Then one day, he came to see me while I was working in a store in the mall. I was very happy to see him. He went on my breaks with me. He started talking again. The pressure from his jock friends had subsided, and we became very close friends. My friendship with my boyfriend in Texas had become less important to me. I felt my bond with Chris growing stronger, taking the place of my relationship in Texas.
It had been a year since I moved from Texas, and Arizona was starting to feel like home. Chris escorted me to my senior prom. We triple dated with 2 of his joke friends and their dates. The night of my prom changed our relationship forever. I was accepted by his friends, and that made Chris feel more comfortable. Finally, our relationship was in the open. Chris was a very special person to me during such a difficult time in my life. Our relationship eventually blossomed into a very powerful love. I now understand that my parents did not move the family to Arizona to hurt me, although at that time, it sure felt as though they had. I now firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. For had I not moved to Arizona, I never would have met the man of my dreams. Now that you have listened to new words in English through the story, you can start thinking on how you can use each of them in a sentence. Besides that, you can share your opinions about this listening with other people. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you very much for listening to us. Take care. Bye-bye.